Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Dark Roast Podcast. And today it's a little bit special because we got my boy Jeremiah J. White is in the building, man.
What's up? What's up?
Man, he said nothing much, man. Just chilling, man. Just trying to avoid this damn storm.
Right, right.
This is crazy because in Cali we don't.
What's funny? What's funny
Yeah.
is what
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, all of East Coast, Midwest had that crazy storm,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna make a joke because everybody on social media, everybody comes from California, like we hate California, we already whatever. And I was
Yeah.
gonna make a whole post about. Oh, the reason that we love California is because it's always nice, and I have a pool, so I was gonna be like sitting at the pool while you guys are in the snow, and we're at the pool. And my aunt sent me some clips of
Uh-huh.
them shoveling snow and doing all this other stuff, and then it rained out here, and it rained hard, and it's raining,
But now it's
And I
been
was like,
raining.
dang.
It's been hella windy, bro. Like,
windy.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh man, a tree fell down. Not on my block, but on the block over. Fell right over inside
Bro.
somebody's house. Yo.
Yeah, actually, in the backyard right here, the fence broke now.
Oh really?
Yeah, man. I was just like, that's been crazy.
Yeah.
Mother Nature don't be playing.
No.
They
One
don't
thing
be
you
playing.
can't beat is Mother Nature.
I don't know how the motherfuckers do it in the Midwest. Like when you have the
When they have the
tornadoes, I'm over here
Uh.
freaking out in the house, and we just got gushing ass winds. You
Right.
know what I mean? The Santa winds is no joke, y'all. Santa winds is no joke.
Right.
Man. But hey, man. First of all, I appreciate you coming through, man. Just to kick it, talk shop for a little bit. I know there's a lot been going on. I know we got the show next week, so we've been
Yes.
planning on doing the show next week. For those who don't know, we co-produce a comedy show out in Long Beach called the Dark Roast Comedy Show, and usually at that show I feature some type of espresso drink. I got in trouble. That's why I had to say it like that, because people get, I say espresso all the time, and some people
You got
just be like,
that
hey,
black
man,
scent. That black scent
right?
come out.
Hey,
Axe.
espresso.
Axe.
Everybody just says coffee now. They're like,
Right.
I like the coffee, which is different. You know what I mean? I'm starting to learn things are different, man. But yeah, so we feature some type of alcoholic beverage that has some type of brew aspect to it,
Right.
whether it be a tea, whether it be a espressos in it, anything of that nature. Like the first show we did I made a sweet potato syrup, which is like my signature drink is sweet potato. I call it the SPL with the sweet potato latte. And we did that into an espresso drink, and then we did like a mocha last one with a little bit cayenne, give it a little kick. So that was dope.
Right.
And this one coming up, we're still figuring it out, but I don't know. I'm floating with, because it's Black History Month. We might float with some black flavors or some of that nature, but we'll see. Right now.
With
I actually
that.
made a drink for Jay. Made him a little.
Yeah. He made me the pistachio. What was it?
So it's a brown sugar pistachio matcha.
Pistachio.
Which is so funny because I don't do matcha a lot. I know you don't do a lot of matcha that much either, but it's not that bad though.
No.
Once you get it down and it's just, to it, I try to do my best, man. Try to get a cafe style up in here, man. But yeah, so I know it's a lot been going on, man. We got the show, we gotta promote that show. But it's hard, man. It's hard to get people out,
Yes. Oh my God.
especially on a Thursday. Like, I mean,
Right.
I understand it's a Thursday.
And then to buy the ticket before the day, like buy it before, so I don't have to stress so much, because I'll be like, oh, is anybody going to show up? And then the day
Yeah.
of, it's packed out,
I-
which is a blessing. I do appreciate that, but
Yeah.
it's the fact that it's, we're sitting there going like, I'm hitting the V. Did anybody buy a ticket? 2 people bought a ticket. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna have to cancel the show. I gotta tell these comics, don't even worry about showing up. And then so
And
it's
people don't
just
understand that too. It's like, even though, hypothetically we're not big time comedians, or we're not like people that you're like, we're not like your Kevin Harts, we're not like
Right.
your Gary Owens, or
Right.
even if that
Trevor
level,
or whoever.
yeah, whoever is though, you still got to support, your comedy. You know what I mean? Local
Yeah.
comedy, like.
Yeah.
You never know when you're gonna be on the brink of somebody super ass funny. You just never know.
Right.
And
And this always irritated me is people are so quick to go, oh, I found a new musician.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look to this new song, which is
Yeah.
a good thing. But when it comes to like comedy, people don't like to do that. They don't go, oh, I found, look at this. Well, I guess they do it on social media a little bit,
social
but
media,
like going somewhere live to see them, just to go, oh, I'm gonna just go to a live comedy show.
I almost
to
feel
see.
like now that you mentioned that, maybe social media has ruined stand-up comedy.
People say that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what it is, and I hate to say that because that's just like a hard pill to swallow. Because
Well,
I'm thinking about the people that come to the show are usually people who are a little more seasoned. They're over 35, usually that come to
Yeah.
our show,
right.
and it's just
Well,
like,
I will say this. I
Mhm.
will say this even when we were in our 20s when I started, right? Well, technically we started. We were
Yeah.
18,
yeah,
but excuse me. I guess professionally in my 20s, younger people they don't think of comedy as like a going out thing. You know what I mean? Like they never did. Like it's never been like, oh, let me go to a
Okay.
comedy. It's been let me go to the club, let me go to a bar,
yeah.
but never.
I see what you're saying. Like it's not
Yeah.
a date night spot usually.
I mean, yeah,
for some
I
people,
don't think they
maybe.
don't think of it, not necessarily date night, just like going out
Got you.
to have fun type of
Yeah,
thing.
I
Even
guess
though it
so.
should be, like, especially if it's a lot of people who don't like going to the club and they be like, well, I guess that's the only thing we can do. It's like, no. You can go to a comedy show, you can go to, listen to music. I say support live anything.
That's true.
Support everything live.
And that's the hard thing. And now people are trying to be more outside. We're supposed to be more outside after COVID. So it's one of those things where it's like, are we really going to start doing that? We're really going to be
Yeah.
outside. But people showing up, and I said with the shows, like it's like you said, like it's we need to see how many tickets we sold ahead of time. That way, we need to know we gonna have these comedians come. Because you paying the comedians,
Yeah.
and it's just
And
like,
and the way I work, I'm a pay 'em regardless. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that the audience didn't make
Yeah.
it, but I booked you for this, and you came out, and so
yeah,
look, I mean, I will say this. Luckily, and God, and I hope God keeps blessing us with this.
hmm
We haven't had a low turnout yet.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I keep in my head. I keep going. At some point, it's gonna happen. At some point, but I will say this. I'm putting on. I put on a. Well, I guess we put on a quality show. I'm saying because I booked
Yeah.
comics.
yeah.
I'm picking quality comedians. You know what I mean? Solid.
No, you're doing a hell of a job picking comedians, even from how you're structuring the lineup, and I think that people who come to the show, they enjoy the show. Like I've had, a homegirl Tracy came to the show.
Yeah,
She brought her friend, and
Which is what we love.
Yeah, she was just like, Tracy told me like, oh, so what? Next time? Yeah, next time. All right, cool.
Right.
So now it's like you gain those people. Sometimes it just takes like,
it's a
y'all
snowball.
just come out, y'all. Just come out. Like,
Right,
and I understand it's
right.
hard. It's like, man, who's doing this show on Thursday night? It's like, well, it's because that's the night they give us, and it's be honest with you, it's just like that's all we can get right now. Like
Right.
it's a Thursday night, and
and
Mhm.
and to be fair, there's a lot of venues, even like comedy clubs, they don't. I mean, and I said this venue particularly does Thursday they do Thursday nights, comedy nights.
Yeah.
But like a comedy club, when it comes to like black people, they don't really give us the prime spot.
No.
And I can't speak all across the country, but like in LA, I'm gonna go to Big Three, right? Laugh Factory, the Improv, and the Comedy Store. And these are all great venues. These are all venues that I want to work at, and I want to consistently work at. So I hope I don't burn a bridge by saying this. But the nights that they give us aren't really great nights.
Yeah.
Laugh Factory is Chocolate Sundays. It's on a Sunday. People got to go to work on Monday. You know what I mean? But they do pack it out. It is a great show.
A great show. Hilarious show.
Right. The Improv D-Ray show is on Monday, which is also terrible night to do. I mean, it's a
And, yeah.
it's a great show, but
Yeah.
the night is you went to work, now you're going out again. You know you're going out, and then you got to go back to work the next morning. But the show, D-Ray show, it's D-Ray Davis. He's a stellar cop. He's one of the greatest comics working right now. You know what I mean? And he
Mhm.
puts on a great show.
But
But
that's the
it's a
spot to do it.
Monday and it's packed out. Once again, it's packed out. So we do come out, and then
But here's the other thing too, though. Like, I
Comedy
think-
Stores Thursdays as well. And
I know we
Michelle
talked-
puts on a great show, great comics. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No,
I want to make sure that everybody knows that it's great shows. It's just terrible nights.
I just was saying, like, it's just. I was saying because we do the show in Long Beach,
Yeah.
which is the great midway point between Orange County and LA.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And there's not a lot of venues per se that do like exceptional comedy, at least that I know of. You obviously know better than me. You're in the industry more than I am. That does comedy where it's like you can go to a show and get quality talent. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. I mean, there is the
I mean,
one venue in Long Beach.
Yeah,
but
you have the
it's-
Laugh Factory
You got
down
Laugh
there,
Factory in
which,
Long Beach.
you know, I have buddies who perform there all
Yeah.
the time, and
Mhm.
they have. I mean, I guess that's one of the reasons why people don't go to comedy shows is because there are a lot of comics aren't that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you go, when you go see your friend, like if you go see a friend
Mm-hmm.
do stand up for the first time, those shows are really not going to be
Yeah.
because those are all brand new comics
Yeah.
for the most part, right?
Yeah. Working on stuff.
Yeah, or if it is a seasoned comic and he's on a show like that, where it's a bunch of new people, he is going to be working on material, and so it may not be polished yet. He's like, you know, he's writing it as he's on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so if you go to a show like that, then yeah, the comic, you know, somebody might be like, oh, it's not a.
You think
show.
people don't understand the words between comedy show and like open mic?
Ooh.
'Cause, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think some people don't. I think a lot of people don't. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people hear open mic and think comedy show, and that they don't know that's practice for
Yeah.
a comic.
that's what I'm saying though. So a
Yeah.
lot of people don't thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go to an open mic. You know, it's an open mic comedy spot or comedy show, but it's not really a show. It's really just a place to go work out material,
Yeah,
which is an open mic.
Right.
Usually found in like bars, restaurants, and stuff like that. But they do have some spots, you know, at the comedy shows where they have like a first impressions, like first like chocolate sundaes. It's like a first impression type of thing. But it's hard, you know, to get on the list, to even get onto that
yeah.
part of it.
yeah,
And people bomb. Don't get me wrong, people bomb. But
Right.
yeah, man, it's funny how, you know, what the new age of people going out looks like when it comes to like entertainment and trying to
Yeah.
go watch, like you said, live stuff, man, which
Right.
is hard. It's hard, dude. Especially like I said, to do it. I know we're doing it on a Thursday, man. That's part of the deal though. Doing it
Right.
on a Thursday and stuff like that. But what else can you do?
right.
But what you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Shoot, I lost it. Actually, I did have something. No, yeah, no, I think it's just, you know. Oh, that's what I was gonna say because you said, do I think the internet has ruined it for comedy? I don't think it necessarily ruined it for comedy. I think it made it saturated. 'Cause
Okay.
Everybody thinks they can. Everything is funny on the internet. There's a lot of funny
Yeah,
things on the
everybody
internet.
thinks this. Yeah.
But what ends up happening, a lot of comics don't put out their material. They just put out, crowd work, and then so a lot of people go think that a comedy show is crowd work, and then you may have a comic who doesn't do crowd work,
Yeah.
and then you know, where does he fit in or where does she fit in,
Mm-hmm.
and then people go, wait, but I wanted to see him talk to the audience or talk to somebody. Like that's not what he or she does.
Yeah.
You got to sit in. Social media's made it to where we want everything quick,
Yeah.
and not everything is quick. Sometimes if you have a storytelling comic, right, he's
Mhm.
going to tell you a story. You got to take that ride with him. You know what I mean? So it's going to be pockets of funny, pockets of this.
So like, oh boy, I told you I literally just discovered, and I don't know why. When I was talking about
Ali Sadiq,
Alex Sadiq,
Ali
man,
Sadiq is so
I love
dope.
the way he does his fucking comedy. If you've never seen him, his comedy is like straight up. Now, no difference. Kevin Hart's funny. I ain't gonna lie. And personally, I find him funnier than Kevin Hart. That's just me. That's just my style on how he delivers his comedy is so like when you talk about like doing family jokes, it's just hilarious to me. And from a person who's come from his background, so if you don't know, he was imprisoned, he was in jail for a long time. He really discovered comedy while he was in jail. When he got out, that became his source of like, let me, get this out of my system type of thing. And from then on, that blown up. He talks about being in jail, being in prison, and everything. Like, even though it was some serious shit, it was some funny shit too.
Yeah.
At the same time,
I think he's dropped a special every year. Basically.
Yeah, he drops almost on Netflix.
I think for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, I think for 5 years now.
But that's a storyteller, like you're saying,
he's
though.
a storyteller, yeah.
And you might not go to a place because you understand some people only have like a 5-minute set, a 3-minute set. That's kind of hard. I feel like that's hard to tell a story in 3 minutes unless you have a lot of practice.
Right.
And you might be finding somebody at a show that's doing something like he's working on one part of that joke so he can make it with the other part of that joke. So when he comes together for the next show, now on the third show, now the jokes come together.
Right.
Because of the fact I have to work out these little tidbits. I don't know. What do you think?
No, that's exactly what happens is that you'll go, I'll tell you somebody who does it very well too. Josh Johnson.
Okay.
He's on a Daily Show. But he puts out a YouTube special basically almost every week. Mm-hmm. But he's political, so it's easier for him to put out something like almost every week, right? Mm-hmm. Because especially with Trump in office, Trump makes it super easy. I mean, not easy, but it makes it enough to where he has a material where constantly has material because Trump is constantly doing something. Fine. So right,
yeah.
But the way that he does it is he does break it down like storytelling wise, mm-hmm. right? So he'll start off with maybe something personal that happened in his life, mm-hmm. right? And so and then he'll start his story with, or he'll start his special or his show. It'll be like 30 minutes on YouTube or whatever with something personal in his life, and then he'll talk about that and he'll tie that back to Trump somehow. Right, and this is why when Trump did this or blah blah, or this ICE killed somebody, whatever, and ICE, whatever it is. But it's very, I'm intrigued by it. I find it funny too, but I'm intrigued by how he gets there.
Gotcha.
How he takes you on that journey. So it's super dope. And I'm also impressed because he takes his time. He's slow. I mean,
he's slow.
he's a slower talking mm-hmm. person, and so he's not afraid to like take that time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And as a comic, sometimes that's scary. Yeah, like taking your time in dead air, or like, are they still rocking with me? Because we're always like, I gotta get this joke. But sometimes them going like, just come with me is a good time. Yeah.
On the journey.
Right.
Yeah.
So even like when my joke about me being depressed sometimes, mm-hmm. I did that just to, when I first started doing it, it came from a real place. My cousin really did pass away, and I really was, sad about it. Mm-hmm. But I want to see if I can get people to come with me to how I heal and how mm-hmm. that journey. And mind you, my journey, when I tell it, is a quicker pace than Josh Johnson, the way he does his stuff. But it's still like, are people gonna rock with that? Because this is a touchy subject, depression. You know what I mean? Like somebody passed away, you've been sad, it's cancer, blah blah blah. But still,
that's why Dave Chappelle's funny. That's why he's one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, because
right,
he story tells and he might only have one joke.
Yeah.
But it's this whole story, and then gets to the punchline at the end of the show, and you're like, but the shit was still funny.
Right,
like, he was there. You was tagged in, which was phenomenal, man. But the one thing that I know is hard though is like, and it's just so difficult to do what you want to do, mm-hmm. while you have to do what you have to do.
Yes.
So as far as what I mean by that is like, I've talked about it on this podcast. I've talked about it with people around that know, like, it's just, finding that one common thing to make, I'm sorry, find the thing that, you were put here to do, you know what I mean? Like the purpose or, just saying like, hey, like, I want to dedicate more time to this, but in order for me to do that, I have to be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
And I know me, and I'm being honest with myself, saying that I'm scared to be uncomfortable, even though I know that's the secret to success. Is you have to learn to be uncomfortable. And you have to love. It was like what Kobe Bryant said. You have to love the process. You have to love the process in order to love the result. And right now, the process to where I want to get at is scary for me because I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could really jump full head, leave a job, jump full head into the things I want to do because I have a wife, no kids yet, and this is hard for me to say this out loud because I know, you got Jackson, you got your son, and you are chasing your dream, but at the same time you have responsibility.
Yeah.
And so it's just like dangling that, man. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes I be thinking about you like I was like, damn, I wish Jay would do more of this. Maybe he'll be a little bit further. And then I'm saying to myself, like, you know what, man? Like, I can't say that because Jay has a lot more responsibilities than I do. And, having a son is hard work. As a single father, even though you have a great co-parenter,
Yeah.
with you,
Which is crazy because we got into a big argument today.
Oh, for real? Oh,
I ain't gonna
man.
talk about it.
But now you gotta talk about it. Not joking.
It was. And now I'll take ownership of it. It was my fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I do. But the thing to argue, my argument was I'm trying to resolve it.
Mm-hmm.
Her argument was you messed up. I was like, I'm trying to fix it. But you messed up. But you messed up.
That's just a man thing anyway. We always trying to fix some shit.
I get it. I messed up. Let me just how do I fix it so we don't have to. So yeah. But yeah. But the thing is, like you said, it is. It is. But I don't look at it. I don't look at it as I have more. You know what I mean? I look at it as equal. It's another thing that I have to do. You know what I mean? Another thing that. If he wasn't here, it would still be, well, I have bills I got to pay for.
Yeah.
I have this. I don't want to live on the streets. I don't want to do this, So now it's just like, I got to eat. So now it's just like, I got to eat, and he has to eat. Same for you. You got to eat. Your wife has to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just can't pay bills yet. Once he can. I'm about to have him make a little... make him have a little job,
little side job.
In my apartment complex, I'm just have him write a little letter saying, "Hey, I'll take out your trash.
Take out the trash.
Your
for a couple
recycling
dollars.
for
There you go.
$5 a month.
There you go. Or shoot, walk the dog in the building or something.
Yep.
Hey, because there ain't no more of those jobs. There ain't no more of those paper boys and
There ain't for
dog walk. There are dog walkers though. There still are some damn dog walkers out there.
But yeah, no, I mean it is that does stress you out. It stresses me out. Going back, having the money and how many days can I, can I be tired at work at my day job and then, not get in trouble? Can I still be present as a father? You know what I mean? And still, he's. Am I letting him play the video game too much?
Yeah.
While I'm just sitting in because I'm tired and I'm just I'm in the living room. He's in his room playing this game, or he's watching YouTube, and I gotta go in there and check what you watching. Am I doing that too much just because I'm tired? Am I doing that too much because I'm being too easy on him? You know what I mean?
It's just a balance, right? It's hard to find. It's hard to find a balance. Sometimes we. I feel you, dude. Because I be trying to balance that same thing. Like, am I spending enough time with Nia? Am I not spending enough time? Am I really not focused on my job? And because my mind is set to do something other stuff in my mind, and my mind's always racing creatively wise. And I don't know why, but I don't know about you, but like my greatest, not say my greatest, but my most cognate mind is usually early morning or late night.
Yeah.
Like I get the most like ideas. Like that's why I watch certain shows to get creatively inspired to just do something else. Like Nia hates it because she doesn't like. I've never heard somebody that says this, but she doesn't like the theme song of "I Love Lucy." It really like just bothers her. It like
Really?
irks her. Like she hears it, she's like, "Babe," like it's almost like nails on a chalkboard to her. Like, "Babe, what are you doing?" And I'm
You know,
just
it's funny. I can't even think of. I mean, yeah.
anyway.
I guess I get it.
But
I get it, Nia.
I constantly I used to watch it every night. You know what I mean? That was like AKA my go to bed thing. You know what I mean? You know, thank God growing up I always had cable, and so Nick at Night was always a thing. But anyway, I Love Lucy. I always liked to watch I Love Lucy because I felt like I was always getting like creatively like, and not even a sketch. Like, oh, what kind of job could I do? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Oh, I see she's doing that. Or could that work in a joke? And it's so funny is I be thinking about jokes. I'm not even a stand-up comedian, y'all. I'm not a stand-up comedian. But the funny thing is I think about jokes when I see other stuff. I'm like, and I know that shit would be funny. I'm like, I'm gonna tell Jay that shit. But then that's the common thing that every comedian gets. And I'm not trying to be that guy no more. Like, Jay, this is some funny shit right there. This joke. You should use this shit. But then it's like the comedian's like, oh nigga, all right, man. Nah, I can't use that. That's not how it works. And but anyway, I'm just thinking to myself, that's just when I get more my creative
Yeah.
and I be thinking about stuff. Like it can be in shows. Like that's why I watch a lot of the shows I watch because I'm like creatively it gets me my like, oh, how can I do that? All this stuff. Like um and just the mind's always racing, and that's why it's just hard for me to even get sleep. Like
Yeah.
because I just be like my mind be thinking about stuff, or like I get up early in the morning, and then like I'll have a dream, and I'm like, oh, maybe that could be interesting, and then but then I'm like thinking, I'm like, and then I'm over
Yeah.
here like trying to figure it out, and then like I'm on ChatGPT like figure out how I could,
Right.
do all the things, but I said all that to say is it's like it's just so hard to just figure those things out, man. It's been difficult. I know it's been difficult for you. Mainly because obviously you're trying to be a father. You're trying to be a comedian. You're trying to be a provider. You're trying to date. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You're out
Yeah.
here dating now, and which I know is another a hard thing to do is trying to be out in not say in these streets in a bad way, but in the streets just trying
You
to
know, it's funny. Dating. I go. It's not hard.
really.
It's not hard. I think we put extras on dating.
Hmm.
Because we're so like, oh, I gotta get married right now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
whatever that is. And I get it. I get it. It sucks when you meet somebody, they don't like you,
Hmm.
or you meet somebody, you don't like them. I
Hmm.
get that, but I think we go into it, we need to go into it like, let me have fun on a date. Like if I can have fun with this person,
Hmm.
and then we go on a few dates and we go, oh wait, okay. I like you more. Let's go
Yeah.
further. Let's go further. Now, what I will say,
Uh oh.
the dating isn't the hard part. It's it's the picking the right person is the hard part. Like when you, cause okay, I'm gonna put myself, I'm
Go
gonna put
ahead.
myself out there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm notorious for dating, and then essentially having two women that I like at the same time, and trying to figure that out, and going, I like this one, I like that one. And recently, I actually low key am a little depressed because I had there's two women in my life that I really did like, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta choose, I gotta choose, I gotta choose, and then I was they chose for me,
Oh man.
and they both left, and so yeah, and so now I have to, you got to go back to the drawing board, but you're upset. You're like, dang, I should have.
What think?
I coulda
What
just
you think you were? Or you think you're just scared to commit, or what do you think it really is though?
Oh, that's a good question. I think part of it might have been, I was scared to commit, which is crazy. Which is crazy because I do want to be married. You know what I mean? I do want the family.
Now hold on, I'm gonna throw something at you, right?
This
is gonna sound kind of weird and an odd place, but do you feel like maybe the reason why you maybe have not found the person is because the thing that you want is maybe a little bit, in some people's mind, far fetched? And let me explain that to you, okay?
I think I know where you're
and
going.
I'm gonna say this, full disclaimer, that I I'm like, if I didn't meet Nia like this, like before I met Nia, I was like, listen, I would consider thinking about something like this, only because I had a coworker tell me this, right? He was in a 3-way relationship, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I was like, oh, so so the 2 girls, yeah. And so he's the only person I've known do this. I mean, you see it in movies, you know what I mean? Like, if you ever saw Superfly, you know, you like, oh shit, that look like I could do it. But people say that, but it's not really, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? Like, I wonder if I could do that. Be in a relationship with 2 people. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's a possible. Is it possible? I mean, everything's possible, but I don't know if I could really have done it. To be honest with you, I think I'm a one woman person, so it's just like it's kind of crazy to think about that. But the thought crossed my mind before, and I was like, I see how it can work. There's some people online,
I've seen
that I see
people
people
online
who are like are in full on relationships, and at least through Instagram and social media,
it looked like
they enjoying themselves.
Okay, this is my take on that, right? All right. So one is it like a polyamorous relationship where they can also date other people that they want to date, or is it just strictly us 3?
So the person I knew at work, I think it was polyamorous. I think it was probably where they can date out, like if they want to date other people, they could, or yes.
Okay, so
I actually knew a person at work, not my current job, a long time ago at Delta. Shout out. That did like, oh yeah, we're in a relationship. That's us. That's it. Like I was in a relationship with my girl, and she brought in, and she brought in this girl. That was it. Like this girl, you know what I mean, or whatever it may be. So,
because I look at that, I go, can you as a man, can you be comfortable? Because I know we go, oh, can you be comfortable with her bringing in another person? We as men, we always go, it's going to be a woman. But
if she's just
if it's truly open like that,
but
she can be like, I got.
But yeah, that's a poly relationship. But if it's just like if it's established like we're a relationship,
just 3,
like it's just you know what I'm saying. Like,
okay, and then with that, I go, it's just us 3. With us 3, we have a place together. The 2 women get along great. You get along great with the 2 women. What happens when these women sync up? Right?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I've never been like that, so I don't know.
I'm just saying. But now the arguments are double. You have to constantly do. If you
think about the bad, you think about that side. Not bad. Like, you think about that part of it.
The real part, like, because the fun part. We all think about the fun part, but the part of when you got to actually argue and in a real relationship, you're gonna have disagreements, and then so now you gotta.
But it's just like,
and if they start tag teaming on you, you'll never do that.
But you're assuming they're gonna tag team on you.
They may not.
It could be the opposite too. It could be like you and the girl, and you argue with the other girl. Like, now we right, but you kind of messing up. But it's just like, but it's all about communication.
It's all about communication.
So anyway, let's go back to what I was originally asking you though. Like, but do you think there's something in you that's like that makes you want like, okay, something different? Like, and I'm not saying like a poly relationship or anything like that or open relationship. I'm saying maybe like there's a certain type of girl you want and you're just scared. It's like, that's the kind of girl I want, and I'm just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what the question you're asking. for me, part of when it comes to dating, what I'm looking for is a lot, and I know it's a lot. One, I do have a kid, so one, when you come into my life, you're going to like if you become my wife, then you automatically become a mother of my son. You know what I mean? A stepmom. So you got to be good to my kid, right? Yeah. On top of that, I want you to have a good relationship with my son's mom, right? My baby mother. I'm not saying y'all got to be best friends, but you're going to see her a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
kosher, yeah.
Yeah.
So you trying to say that women that you've been dating don't think they could have?
No. I'm not saying that. Okay. You're gonna see her a lot. Like this is my goal when it comes to that, the family part of it. My goal is to be able, like, I have a wife, I have my son, me and my wife have kids together. My ex, she has a husband. Her and her husband have kids together. I want to be able to go, hey, we're gonna pick up the kids from school or whatever, right? We can pick up all the kids. They just come over, pick them up from us. We'll pick up the kids today. You know what I mean? Yeah. They pick up all the kids. We go pick up ours and take them back to our house. You know what I mean? If that's the case, right? Oh, you need us to pick them up? Okay, I'll pick them up. No worries.
Okay, but you streamlining all the way to that process. But right. Before that, the dating process.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, it gets even crazier. For me, I would be like, I want to be able to go on 2 vacations. However many times we go on vacation, let's say a vacation, summer vacation, winter vacation, but one of them is like a kid's vacation, right? Hey, I'm taking, my son to Disney World. Do y'all want to go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because those are his brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So I would love for the whole family, you know what I mean? Like it'd be a big family thing. We're gonna go to the Grand Canyon. Let's rent an RV.
So
everybody
basically, you want to be like Wayne Brady.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Why is that not? Why is that crazy?
That's not crazy. No, that's not crazy.
Why is why do we have to? I never looked at it like because we broke up and when we're not together and you moved on and I moved on, but now we can't be friends. Like my kid, we have a common denominator.
No, I understand.
And I know, but people go, that's crazy. You want your ex-wife and your ex and your wife to be friends? Yeah. If they're best friends, that's fine.
So Nia, her siblings, they're all half siblings except for one.
Yeah.
It's just like, but they always hang out at, all the get-togethers, stuff like that. The moms know each other. They're cool with each other. They like each other, and they be having conversations at the functions. You know what I mean? Right. Which I didn't think was weird. You know what I mean? I was glad that was a great dynamic that he had in her life, and that was my first, because I was only child, so I didn't get to see stuff like that. I saw that shit on TV, and I'm like, oh, this they really do this. It's cool,
Yeah. I mean, that's low-key how I grew up. My brother is a half brother, but we didn't look at him as a half brother. Yeah. My cousins, they have half siblings. But we don't be like, oh, that's my cousin's brother. No, that's my cousin. My uncles would go, hey, I'm going to Disneyland. I'm gonna take the kids, and he would take all the kids. Now, mind you, my uncle also, the same uncle, also got into a fist fight with his ex's husband. You know what I mean? I guess essentially my uncle, but I didn't really know their dad like that. So, I mean, I would see him every now and again. But my aunt, she would come to the functions. I'll be at the functions, having a good time, whatnot with the family. But people get weird on that friendship that's still there. You know what I mean? And people think that because you broke up with somebody, that either you're still in love with them, or you have to be consistently angry at them and hate them so much. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not the case.
So what is it though, Jay, that the girls don't have now that's keeping you from like you said you got two. So apparently, what
Well,
is
and
it?
then and then another thing is, and then I have the day job and the night job, and
Mhm.
so that balance or whatnot, you got to be okay with me being out at
Mhm.
night. You know what I mean? And because
Yeah, you
comedy
out.
looks like I'm hanging out, like I'm partying, but I'm working or I'm networking,
Yeah.
I'm doing something.
Hmm.
So you got to be okay with that, which I know can be tough. Now I will
Hmm.
say with the two ladies, I didn't necessarily have that problem.
Hmm.
One, it trust, it was is let me see, how do I explain this? So it was
I'm trying to find how to sing this.
yeah,
Okay.
it's I'm very protective of my son too, so it took a minute to even meet him. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, and but I don't know. It was like I think me overthinking. To be honest, like, is this going to work? Will this, you know, uh, will you be a good stepmom? And how soon do I do this? Do I, I think that's
Hmm.
what it really was. Just me overthinking it and me going, and it's me taking my time. And I take my time anyway. I was talking to one of my homegirls. Um, we were we are talking about dating and whatnot, and I had asked her, uh, how soon does she say? Because how soon does she say she loves somebody? Because recently she was just broken up with a guy, and then without they weren't talking. They were dating maybe, let's say, a year. I think close to a year, if not a year. Um, and then she was like, yeah, within like a month or two, and I was like, that's way too soon to say I love you. You know what I mean? I was like,
Is
that's
it?
crazy. That's crazy to me.
You think it's crazy?
That's crazy to me.
I think you think it's crazy.
I said, I got to give you a year before I say I love you. I got to go through the year. I'm like, then I know. I'm like, all right, well, we made it a year.
You
Let's
said I gotta go.
happy,
I gotta go through the year.
happy anniversary. I love you. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta go through the year.
like, but I think for me, I think I take a longer time, I guess, maybe to build feelings. I guess I don't know, but each person's been different, right? So,
I don't know, Jay, man. I don't know, bro. I feel like when it comes to you and when it comes to women, it's just like you just.
I'm a connoisseur of women.
I mean, I
I'm my
mean,
daddy's son.
oh my God, dude. All I know is it's like you've had some ones, and I'm just like, okay, you've had some ones that you blown, and you know who I'm talking about. Well,
Hmm.
I'm just like, whoop, yeah, you killed that man. I don't know what you was thinking. It was it. Um, but I don't know how to say this, man, to you sometimes. It's like, because I'm just like,
I mean, you can say it. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
what I want to say is like, you need to just take the leap and commit to just literally just one, like just one at a time. I don't think you should date multiple women at one time. I really don't.
Well, come on.
I really don't. I really don't. I
Listen, no,
think you
because
should
look,
stay to one and
when
just
you
and
buy
just
when you buy a car, do you just drive the first car you see? No, when you buy a house, you don't just go into the first house.
well
You
here.
got to go into two different
Oh,
homes to see.
first of all, prior to that is the research, right? So if you're doing research, I know what car I want to go buy because I've done the research.
Mm-hmm.
I've done other things I want, so that's where I'm going to go buy. If I said to
So
myself, I
I
did the
got to
research,
test
well,
drive it.
I gotta go. Well, you gonna test rate, but you're test rating that car. I'm not test rating multiple cars. I'm test rating that car.
I got to test drive
But I
the
can,
Lexus,
yeah, but you
and I
can.
also got to test drive the Mercedes.
I understand that, but
And
not,
then
but
on
not at the same time.
occasions, on occasions, maybe a BMW. Who knows?
Yeah, but not at the same time, Jay.
You got
Not you can't drive three cars at once.
to
You can only
act-
drive one car at a time. That's
That's-
the thing I'm talking about.
but they if they know I'm test driving cars.
But it's like, if you
No.
know you trying to do this analogy, boy, let me flip it on you real fast. It's like, yeah, But yeah, even though the cars might know, and maybe that's half the problem.
That is, yep. No, that's the problem. That is the problem.
That's the problem because I've only like the only way that works if it's not a relationship.
Yeah.
And then I think you flirt on the line of like relationship, or relations. Like you flirt on that line a little bit, probably too much. You be like, well, I'm having relations with this girl. Now I'm not relationships. Like I've only seen one other person that I've known who's like, this is what it is. Don't be in breach of contract. Like that's all it is. But you over here, you be.
This is what's funny because I'm laid back and low key now, and like when I'm in that mode of like, this is, we having relations. This is what it is. This is the contract.
Mm-hmm.
I also I know at a certain point I do try to keep the communication open and go, all right, let's renegotiate the contract. I'll bring the contract back up. But I'll go, how you feeling? We okay? What's going on? How you feel? Blah 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 blah. And if you don't renegotiate the contract, then, and I know that's crazy because I'm supposed to be the one.
But you stay in it anyway. If they don't renegotiate, you should cut ties right there. Like, well, then I mean we're gonna.
No. I renegotiate the contract with the women that I want to, with the woman that I would be like, all right, let's see where this goes. Let's keep this going. I like you more. But I don't necessarily. I think for me, I need to be more clear. I've been told I need to be more clear on.
That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm saying though. You flirt on that line between like, are we dating or are we just like having relations? Yeah. Because that's a whole different thing. Like, then don't get me thinking that we're just having relations and all of a sudden you start doing some stuff that makes it feel like you trying to put me on lockdown. It's like,
oh, but you know what? Yeah. I'm trying to dispute it.
You can't dispute that part.
But
I understand. It's hard though.
I've been like that a lot though. Like, I mean, when I say that, like, and I didn't realize. I heard somebody else say this. I can't think of who it was. I heard somebody else say this. Where they were, I guess, I don't know this whole the full situation with them, but they were saying how a guy that they were, I don't know if they're talking to the guy or if it's just a friend, but he would start doing like, he would start dating them or her, right? And then so she ended up getting like mixed feelings, but like I said, I don't know if they smashed or if they were just friends. And I was like, but I've done that, like just being friends with somebody and going like, oh, let's go whale watching, and
they're like, oh, is this a date?
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'm like, no, I'm just doing stuff that I want to do that I feel like I can't do with my homeboys. Yeah. And you a girl, so it makes it easy to go to do this, because it was
I go watch what you dog. Just let me know.
Appreciate it. Let's go to the botanical gardens or something like that. It was like,
me and you go all the time.
See, exactly, but that's like,
let me know if you want to go to.
It's like a little date thing, but it's but it's like, oh shoot, I got to make sure I clarify. But I was like, oh no, well, I just want to do this just for fun. But yeah, I got to be better at that.
Well, then maybe it also comes with setting your expectations right from the get go, and sometimes we're not straightforward from the get go. I used to say this to certain people, like, you can't get mad at somebody for, well, I can't say it like that. You can't get mad for somebody cheating if they don't know what your definition of cheating is, or what you're just defining your terms. Like,
right.
It's like, what's, to me, this is what this looks like. This is what this looks like. Like, and sometimes we're not as straightforward and blunt. And I feel like those are the people who, like, even though it sounds either might sound harsh or might sound this, but I think women are ready for that. I think they are now, like, ready for, like, super direct. Like I said, I've only known one other person who's been direct with girls, and it's worked out for his ass. Now he's married and all that stuff. But it's just like, but it's just like being that directness. Like, hey, like,
I will say when I'm the most direct with women, it is a lot. It's a lot easier.
Mhm.
One is a lot funner too.
Mm.
Because nobody, we know what's happening. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? We know what the game is. We know. Well, there's no game because
Yeah.
this is what it is. So that yeah, I had a whole joke about that at one point. Where I go, you don't have to lie to women
Mhm.
to get what you want. You really don't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just say, hey, this is I'm just out here looking for this blah 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 blah, and then they're like either they with it or they're not.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they be with it.
Mm.
You know,
Maybe because I feel like that's the only thing they can get. We're like, well,
maybe
I can't get that, so I might as well settle for this.
maybe some for me. What I learned is sometimes some of them it's because they just got out of a relationship, so they be like, oh, okay, well, we're about to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Gotcha.
cool. And sometimes it's just that's what they. I mean, maybe it's just that I don't know.
I low key try to hook you up with somebody at work.
Mm.
I was like, this girl probably could be. I was like, I don't know, maybe.
I gotta see a
But-
picture of her.
But that's what she said too. And then but
Maybe
that was like
I
trying to
guess
invite her to the show, but she felt like she lived too damn far. I'm like, see, that's the
see,
problem.
and that's
People don't want to come out like, oh, it's
that
far.
irritates me.
It's just like I'm like, girl, you all the way out in El Segundo,
Ain't
and
that
there's
far.
Long Beach and El Segundo is not far. You know what I
No.
mean? Like I asked a buddy that at work too, but he lives in K Town. He's oh man, that's it's a little far. But it's just like you go for what you want to go
you
for,
go
though,
for-
right?
yeah. But
so,
I'll give Cake Town only because which is Koreatown.
Yeah.
Only because it's a lot more traffic in Koreatown. Like when you leave your house, you be
Mhm.
like at a certain time you're not moving.
you just can't. I
El
just
Segundo,
yeah.
I mean,
You just
yeah,
can't
but
expect people to show up the way you will show up for them, and that's and
Right.
that, and that's the thing. You try to hold people to a different standard. You try to hold things to a standard, and it's like, but it's hard when people don't want to show up,
yeah.
and
And
like
that's another thing with dating. Especially when I like somebody, I be trying to be around them as much as possible. But if I don't feel that same
Mhm.
that same feeling back, like so, like if I go, hey, you want to do something, and let's go do this, let's go do that, and you tell me no, and you don't have like you don't say, oh, well, I'm free this day.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Or I can do because you make time to do what you want to do.
yeah,
You go, okay, let me So if you're not making time, and I have to do that, it's not like one time type of situation. But if it happens, if I know it's a pattern,
yeah.
then I'll be like, okay, then they're not really.
I forgot how somebody said this, but the way I equated it to was to relationships, right? Or just any type of relationship, whether it be platonic or whether it be romantic. It's just like distance is nothing but space and time. Like, and I'm probably there's an actual equation for distance. I just can't think of it right now. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if there's distance between us, whether you're a friend, whether you're a lover, or whatever the case may be, you are going to just take the time it takes to travel that distance because you appreciate what the person on the other end is giving you.
Yeah.
Whether or you just going to support that friend or that loved one or whoever that is, because it ain't nothing but space and time. Like like I have the time, then I should be able to, give, and I just got lessen my space between it. And I've been fortunate enough where I've had some friends who have come out, like shout out to my boy Sean, like I had Sean who lives all the way over there. Not all the way, but he, shows in Long Beach, and he lives down there by, Dodger Stadium or whatever. Not
Yeah.
he'll come out to the show, or like my boy Donald, like coming out from the show from Downey, which is not really far from to Long Beach, but still like coming out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's been times where you've come out to stuff for events and stuff like that, like, or I'll go to Santa Monica to go watch you perform out
Right.
there or whatever the case may be. And it's just like just showing up for people, and you realize you want people to show up for you, man. Like you want people
Yeah.
to like, and then sometimes now it's just like when you get older, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of friend.
Right.
And so, or just the loved one, or whether or not. So if I told Nia, like if Nia got when we were dating, she was like, I'm out, and she was out somewhere with her sister somewhere, and they were staying at a hotel, and something happened. I said, you want to come? And I said, well, hey, you want me to come out there? We can have like a little date and go eat or something like that. He's like, I'm way out here. Are you gonna come out here? Like that ain't nothing but space and time.
Right.
Like, I
Yeah.
just like that ain't nothing but distance.
I mean, I do the same thing when
Yeah.
you know I like you
Mhm.
because I'm going to make time. Like I'm going
Yeah.
to do. Like I guess what's that? I'm going to make the time to get to you wherever you're at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if it's starting off, that's when I might be like,
yeah, you like that?
You
You're
know
like,
what I mean?
man, she live on Barstow.
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if I can make it. But once I know you're not liking it, I'm like, all right, well, let me try it. Let me go see it. Let me do this. You want? I'll pick you up from the airport. I'll do whatever that is. That okay? I'm trying to.
Especially if you put yourself in like even like dating, like even back when I was dating, I was like distance. Like in the beginning, I did worry about distance, but then I was like, why am I worried about distance? One, I have a car. Two,
Right.
I have a job to pay me money to put gas in the car.
Right.
And then three, I have my own place. So at the end of the day, whether you come to me
Right.
and chill or I go to
and
you,
chill.
there's some expectations now though, because not saying that since I have my own place, you got to have your own place. That's not what I'm saying though. But if I go out there and for you to make me comfortable, where it's just like, hey, like you can at least chill here until it's like traffic died down or whatever case may be.
Right.
Even though I don't care if that's the first date or whatever case may be, but it's just like I'm willing to go out to there. I'm willing to meet you because I was still in the old school where it's like, no, I'll pick you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nobody does it anymore. Like we're gonna meet at the spot.
Well, I mean, I think I think people don't do it on first dates as much.
Yeah.
Just because I get it. A lot of dudes out here are weird.
Word.
And
Freaky ass niggas. Just stay their ass aside.
Right.
That's what Kendrick said. I like, all right.
and two, like, dudes, don't be so aggressive. My God. But like I'm saying, like, I'll meet you halfway. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have to know where you stay on a first date or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a girl. One of the reasons it didn't work out between me and her was because I never got to her place. We had talked for a while, and I was getting frustrated. Like she had been over to my house. We had hooked up.
Yeah.
We had done all kind of things. But I couldn't I couldn't go over to her. So what are you hiding?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? What's going on? You must be hiding. And I don't know if she was hiding anything. Maybe it was the fact that it was me going, maybe, I mean, it was me going, hey, I'm having fun. But it's like, but we're doing everything else. Me having fun, I guess my wording was off at the time. Because me having fun is me I'm still looking for my wife. I'm still trying to figure out who I like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we did this. I'm doing this. You come to my house, we drive somewhere, or
Yeah.
I'll meet you somewhere, whatever the case is. But so it was a trust thing. So you didn't trust me to be in your space.
Yeah.
And so trust is a big thing for me. I need you to trust me if I'm going to be,
In
with
this
you.
relationship,
Yeah, in this relationship. If I'm going to be a husband, that's the ultimate trust.
Word.
And I want to trust you as well. So
That's true. That's definitely true. Well, the camera ran out of film.
right.
That's because we had a good guys conversation. So I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you chopping it up, man. We gotta have you back on more.
Yeah.
So we can just dive into these deep dives, man. But once again, man, I want to say to everybody out there, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, we appreciate you tuning in. And hey, have some coffee, relax in the morning to get your time to get yourself acclimated to the day. And remember, love is not bought; it's brewed. So, thank you once again. Jay, any last words before we get out of here, man?
Say yes to life. So have fun. As long as it's not going to hurt you or hurt anybody else. So say yes to life. We don't have fun in life as
Ooh.
much as we should. I think.
Say yes to life. You sound like yes man. Say yes. All right, y'all. This has been the Dark Rose Podcast, man. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.